Right now and in studio with us, our friends from the BBB. Ryan Smith is here along with Clinton Dudley. We're going to be visiting with Clinton Dudley here in a matter of moments. But first, Ryan, we need to talk about the scam alert and some things people need to be aware of because we like doing that at the very beginning.
Yeah, and with that cold weather that's coming, there's a scam out there where Mid-American Energy Company, customers are getting calls, and the caller is claiming that they're actually from Mid-American Energy and saying, hey, if you don't pay your bill, I'm going to shut your power off in 30 minutes.
No way.
Yeah, and so there's a program out from Mid-American Energy called Slam the Scam, and they're one of our accredited businesses, so we're out spreading the word. If you get that call, just call Mid-American Energy and talk to them. I mean, it doesn't matter whether you've paid your bill or not. So they're not going to shut your power off in 30 minutes. If you get a high pressure call like that, it's likely a scam.
Somebody has the guts to say 30 minutes. That's a little over the top.
Right.
Yeah.
But can scare you when we are dealing with the temperatures that we have outside.
Yeah, none of us want to be in a cold house.
Yeah.
Right.
So, especially when they start plunging below zero. So again, keep that in mind. Anything does happen, call the energy company and let them know what is happening. Because if it's happening to them, it could happen to other companies too.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Help spread the word. Slam the scam.
All right, you brought a friend in with you today, didn't you?
I did. One of our Torch Award winners, Clint Dudley from Shade Tree Auto, and with that cold weather, in our office we have people having problems with their vehicles with the cold weather. So I asked Clint to come in and share a little expertise on what we need to do for maintenance and how to take care of your car.
Perfect.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
First of all, why don't you tell us where Shade Tree is located?
Well, right now we're actually located down by Cuddy's RV Park, south of Grimes. But we're building a brand new facility right on Highway 141, about 1.5 miles away.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Cool.
absolutely.
And when are we looking for that new facility to be open?
Boy, we're hoping early this spring. We're completely wrapped up on the shop side, but we're still working on the offices, so we're really close.
Really close.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about looking forward to the spring, but right now with our chillier temperatures, you brought in some props
Yeah, I
to
did
kind
bring
of
in
give us some advice this morning.
Absolutely. What we've got is, when the temperature changes, the cars are pretty heavily impacted, and obviously everybody knows what it's like to go out and have a car that's full of snow that needs to be scraped off. And for us, that's the safest way to get around in the winter is having that snow and that ice removed from your car properly. So
Right.
one of the tools that we use at the shop that's is just awesome is this some sort of a snow brush that's got it's a foam end, so it doesn't scratch your paint, but it gets all the snow off the top of the car, off the hood, in front of the
Yeah, some
headlights.
people use a broom they might have in the garage, but something you have to keep in mind, if you're using the broom in your garage, you're probably sweeping things on the floor with it. It has some debris in it, and if you're brushing off your vehicle with it, you're going to be scratching your vehicle.
Yeah,
Well,
with
a lot of
broom.
times,
It gets pretty expensive.
all we want to do is see. So we're just focusing
right.
on the windshield.
Yeah, you get the little visor.
Right, that's all
scrape
we
right
want.
in
Then we
yep,
can take
sure.
off, but we want to remind everybody to be safe and make sure you're completely removing everything from the
Absolutely.
vehicle.
And this device here, this is what dealerships use. Brett was just in here, and this is what the dealerships will use on their vehicles, and I'm going to pull this over.
I like it because it
go ahead.
even
A little bit.
extends out so you don't have to
But I want you,
work too hard.
Can you zoom in on here? I want to show you this real close because I have a couple of these, and this is very pliable here, and this is not going to scratch. This is going to be really easy to do on your windows and even part of your if you do need to go on the painted areas, it does make a world. They call them
Absolutely.
snow brooms in some areas too. So I haven't seen a fancy one like this.
Oh, it's great. It fits in your trunk. People, even if you park in the garage, you're going to be out and about. You're going to be watching a movie.
Right.
You're going to be doing some shopping, and you're going to come out and there's going to be snow in your car. At some point, there's going to be snow in your car. For the people that do park outside at night, one of the coolest tricks I've seen was just wrapping your rearview mirrors in a plastic bag before you go in at night. That keeps the ice off of it. These get pretty expensive, and they're pretty delicate. So trying to scrape the ice off of here just so you can see.
Which people do.
Absolutely.
Yeah. They might be heated. Maybe you have some heated mirrors, but again, you can't wait. People are too antsy. They want to get and go.
Sure.
That is a brilliant idea.
Yeah, for a couple of cents, you throw a plastic bag over at night, and you're good to go.
And that makes a big difference. Wow, never heard of that before. Great tip.
That's perfect.
And the last thing we brought in, this is one of the biggest things that we get phone calls on. Whenever the temperature changes, we always get these tire pressure lights that come on in the car. So most people don't realize, but this is a tire pressure monitor. It actually takes the place of a valve stem in a tire. And it sits there and it constantly monitors the pressure and the temperature of the tire. Whenever you drop 11 degrees of outside air temperature, you're going to lose 1 pound of pressure. And for a typical tire, if you lose about 3 pounds of pressure, it's going to pop the light on. So we've got a device that can read these things. Whenever we rotate a tire, we have to reset that in the computer. But that's constantly watching, make sure your tires are aired up and ready to go.
So I didn't realize that. So 11 degrees, the ambient temperature is 1 degree tire pressure.
Yeah.
And then within 3 degrees of what the recommended tire pressure is, what it's set for,
Sure.
the light could come on. I didn't realize
And how
that.
closely should we monitor that? Because I feel like when it gets cold like it has been, my lights are always going off when it comes to my tires. Is that something I should
Yeah,
pay
that's-
attention to, or is that just because it's really cold outside?
It's your car trying to scream at you. It's like, hey, something's wrong. And it needs my attention. The biggest thing when you see cars on the side of the road, a flat tire, a lot of times the low pressure, as the pressure drops down, when it's really cold out, that rubber doesn't flex as well, and it can essentially pop that tire right off the rim.
Okay.
Really unbeat it, huh?
Absolutely.
Unseat it, yeah.
Good to know.
How about that? All right. You can tell he's an accredited business. He's
Yeah.
very well done.
Yeah, we're really proud of Shade Tree. Last year they won the Torch Award, and just continue to have great feedback from consumers in our office.
All right, perfect. So again, if people want to get more information about the BBB in general, because that's what you really need to do.
Yeah, just give us a call. If you have any questions about a business, you want to find out a little bit more about them, we'll tell you to go to our site at bbb.org, or you can give us a call at 515-243-8137. Of course, you can always stop at our office, 2625 Beaver Avenue.
And you can learn more in the latest edition of the Iowa as well. If you're able to pick that up, you might want to check that out and learn more about the BBB. But Clint, we also want to remind people if they want to get in touch with you, learn some more great tips about their vehicle, or if they need any assistance, how can they get in touch with you guys?
Yeah, our phone number is 515-986-5241. Go to shadetreeauto.biz. You can actually schedule appointments online on our website.
All right, and looking forward to the new location
We are
this
too.
spring.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Thanks, man. Good to
Hey,
see you.
thanks for
having
How
me.
about
Very
it?
much.
Take it easy, man. Be
Appreciate
safe.
it.
We will be right back. It is 10 minutes before 8 o'clock right now. And when we come back, folks, bye-bye FM radio. Yeah, it's starting to happen a little bit later on this morning. We'll tell you what the story is next.